Hello, my name is Deacon and welcome back to the Dol Amroth Campaign. And we're gonna continue where we left things off last time, and we'll have to review just a little bit where we are, how we were. We are retraining our fleet, hopefully also training some new vessels to accompany the existing fleet already. Our Admiral has 3 stars and triple silver chevrons, so he's doing alright for himself. Gonna try and keep him alive and use our naval supremacy to push down these Umbar fleets that are currently raiding our coast. We are being sieged here at Badr-Harn. Lord Imrahil is on his way, and so is Nafal. Now we ultimately want to conquer this area and train it up one more level. I hope it's almost there in terms of population. That'd be nice. So we can conquer it and then grow it. Population 585. Well, that's gonna take a bloody long time. It's not really something we can count on or works towards or wait for. Harad are mercenaries. I bet they're pretty tough, and they are. However, a good thing that our troops are also tough. I think we've established trade, so there's no missions going on, and our diplomat is basically spying on Kanther, and that also means that construction wise, recruitment wise, diplomacy wise, we are done for the turn. We just have to defeat this army, and then that, and then this one. So that would be nice if we could do that in this episode. Can't be sure though. We're gonna try. So let's hit the end turn. It's quite calming to be back in Divide and Conquer again. Especially since after today. I was at the doctor's this afternoon. I broke my leg half a year ago. They put an iron pin through the bone from my butt to my knee. And I just kept having pain, having problems walking. I feel my joints and making sounds and moving. So that it doesn't seem to be overly well with that leg, but in particular. So they're gone, and they are on on the ship over there. And we need one more turn of recruitment.
Ready your weapons.
Okay. We'll just move into the town and have them siege Sally and kill them. But we're not going to beat them back here. We're going to lose this initiative to Warlord Utba, which is the faction heir. However it be. If we could take it back from them, we'll still garrison it with our own troops, who will rank up in XP, in rank, and garrison troops don't. So it's not a big deal. No invasions yet here. I can actually check if it's being sieged, and it's the tooltip will give it away. So I suppose there's none, which means we have some room for investment. We are constructing here, and we may want to construct something there. Chicken farming. Don't want farming, pikemen or archers. Gives us a little building income and a small bonus to settlement growth. It's not worth it, at least not yet. I did decide to build it here, but we're going to need the town guard more. Everything basically to retrain our troops. Let's build a town guard here. and start. Do we? I wonder. There's plenty of recruits in this pool here. Same for this one. I'm just not going to construct in linear. There's a couple of units that we can train here. That should be enough. Economy wise, it's bringing us money. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'd prefer actually Nimrodal Rangers 2. I prefer to build it here at Helland. Yeah, I'm much more content with it this way. And one more turn we'll have our navy and we're gonna come down and beat the crap out of them. And as I was saying, the doctors, they made a CT scan of the whole area like 2 weeks ago, and as I've been having pains there and trouble walking stairs, sitting, standing, and basically everything, they made the scan, and this doctor's being very sympathetic, asking me how I've been and wanting to take a look at my legs, and noticing that there's still the one that was broken is still more thin than the other. Oh, no surprise there. But that's that. He's leaving it at that. And then he suddenly says, okay, well then about your CT scan. And I thought I heard him say that everything was alright, but half a minute later, it turns out nothing is alright with it. I've been walking around with a broken leg all that time. So there's this metal pin inside. It's not mithril, it's titanium, but it's in there, and it's keeping my leg together. But on the CT scan, the results actually made it possible to just look through the whole thing. Oh, we are gonna need a town guard here next turn then. So you could look through it. It's not healed at all, and well, that's a problem for me, since it also still hurts. What's this? Black Snake Guard is decent. Rest is crap. Pikes though. So yeah, the suggestion is now that I meet Monday with another surgeon. Well, thank God, because this guy screwed me up with the first operation, put everything twitched back into its place. So it wasn't my hips were no longer straight after the operation. My right leg was shorter than it was before. And then he told me, well, you're alright, you can put like 25 kgs in terms of weight on that leg, but you'll have to be careful at the beginning, and what else did he tell me? To find a therapist, of course, and I did, and all seemed to go well. But on the first X-ray picture, it appeared that one of the screws in the metal pin in my bone had broken. So I was basically screwed. It broke, and then it also appeared that it had been done wrong. I got a second opinion, and that taught me that the surgeon had screwed up from the beginning. So he should have told me after the operation, well, what we did try to do with you or for you hasn't precisely worked out. Operation's gone wrong. Sorry, but don't walk on it. Do nothing with it. Just don't stand on it. Not even with walking sticks, what do you call them. I shouldn't have done anything with it really for at least a couple of weeks until the bone was healed, but little did I know, I just started walking on it, and soon enough I came back for a second x-ray, and then he said, well, how are the things going? For as far as I'm concerned, you can leave one of the 2 sticks and walk with just one. And well, I wasn't fully sure, so I was careful. Oops. But precisely for that reason, he told me to only use one, or one still.
Fight for your honor! Fight for your honor!
But 2 weeks later I had another appointment, and he said, well, how did it go? And I said, well, using one was just fine. He said, okay, you can also leave the last one and walk without any help. But I hesitated, and well, from the start actually. And then he said, well, it's actually the same x-ray that we're basing this on, and the results were about the same last time when we saw your x-ray. Then I told you to walk with one stick, but right now I'm telling you, you can do with just one. So I left them both and continued, well, living basically with using one stick for a while, and then without any. And next thing, I spoke with the surgeon. Yeah, a scheduled control check meeting, but he said if you're still hurting, then that's not all right. And if you still feel the joints moving, that's also unexpected. So we'd better make an appointment then with the CT scan. And what we'll do is, well, look at the inside, 360 degrees, and that should hopefully give us some more information. And then the results of the scan, they told me this morning, were the fact that you could still see through the break line in the leg. There's been no healing in the actual bone. The distance between the 2 different parts, or actually there were 3 parts, but 2 parts were still too far apart. And well, he was kind of confused what to do next, obviously. Idiot that he is, because he fixed me up the wrong way the first time, and then next he interpreted the first x-rays also wrongly, because they were misinterpreted. Pikeman. What about withdrawing from the pikeman? I think that would be a better idea for the moment. And well, you can simply engage. Engage. Ah. So anyway, he called me after the meeting this afternoon and told me he scheduled an appointment with another surgeon for Monday, who is going to look into my case, so to say. This is bad. I think the Harad cavalry is very good at breaking off. Way too good at breaking off. And it's costing me way too much to keep my cavalry alive. We're gonna have to pull through these archers to walk away from the pikemen, and they are being engaged by our pikemen, but not nearly as effective enough. Not as effective as I would like. Ouchie. Aradrim spares, which are the ones that I was trying to shoot in the back when I walked around them in the first place. We're doing a good job, I think, but we're also losing a little too many men, especially on the pikeman front, and I don't like that. Can't use that. Are they withdrawing from the battle with that unit over here? We need to engage the pikes from the rear with our second unit of pikes. They are... which way are they facing? The other way. Which I guess is alright. I want the entire army to rout off the field. I want them to disappear and not have to fight them again. But there's another settlement to capture, and I'm not so sure if we'll be able to. Our next objective. We may be a little spent after this. All depends a little bit of the result. The possibilities depend on whatever is left after this battle, or is healed. Actually, we've seen losses. Now, how many of those can we gain back through casualties healed after the battle? I don't know yet. But anyway, this other surgeon that he consulted and who's now taking charge of the treatment, he had suggested to remove the broken screw, remove the still functioning screw, remove the pin, and then make some room in between the two lines of braking, and scrape off a little bit of bone, both sides of the fracture, and then join it back together, and then put in a new pin, and then hope that it starts healing. So if that all happens, it means I will have another operation. They will have to make quite a few more incisions than they did before. I've already lost quite a bit of the diameter of my right top leg. I've lost muscle tissue.
Dol Amroth and Gondor, we await your command. Dol Amroth and Gondor.
So if I'm to have another operation, then I'd better make sure to get into it in a better condition rather than a poorer. But objectively speaking, my condition is already worse because I'm still recovering from the first operation. So I might sit in a wheelchair for a while. And right now it's taken me 6 months to get to the point where I am now, and it just leaves a lot of questions like will I ever fully recover? We've gained a lot of experience here. See that? Casualties in the pikeman department, not too many healed. Well, 8 is not so bad. We still have the numbers to beat them again. So what to do? I'm considering maybe just let them operate on me and hope for the best, or more likely I'm going to check with another surgeon from another hospital before they operate on me. And if anyone has any doubts of this being a prudent approach, then I won't let this hospital operate on me again.
Is it not obvious I am your foe?
And I'm staying with friends who are both very musical, and maybe perhaps in the background you hear some piano music playing. Well, that's my friend playing downstairs. It does hinder my focus a little bit though. I'm not very good at keeping focus while hearing other stuff. That's just my ADHD playing up.
The blood of Numenor.
But it's his house, can hardly tell him to quit playing. Not that I mind that kind of music though, it's, I love piano music. Just that if I have to game and listen to music and talk at the same time, well, that's quite a challenge. Thousand gold coins, thank you very much.
That's right, fool.
Hello,
It's an
4
enemy.
ships. That's quite the navy. And our navy is not finished yet, so we're gonna wait one more turn, and then hopefully have a kind of stack that can beat back that kind of stack. Ah yes, of course. What are they going to do? Attack is there. Or not. We'll see. We'll try to beat them, and if not, then too bad. Don't know if they'll siege us though.
Ready your weapons.
Hello.
The enemies of Gondor.
I figured we might encounter this. Since the garrison was lower. Ooh, 2 pikemen units. Those hurt. More so than Spearmen. 2 archers. Harad Spearman 204 is the general. So we'll have to wipe the floor with them once again. Once more. Can we do it? Pikemen, archers. Looks like quite a few of them did survive the onslaught of the previous battle. To have a few here and then a few there. Now it's only spearmen that we're facing. Are they coming towards us? No, they're not. Wow. Ah, pikemen. I'm going to skirmish them. They have archers. I will kill them.
Right swiftly, with great speed. Dol Amroth and gun great speed.
I need arrows on the pikes. I'm not paying attention. I'm paying attention, but just not good enough. Slow it down a little bit, because pikes are here, archers are there. Archers hurt me. I will hurt archers. And I'm not gonna do any frontal charges or anything that crazy. I want to target pikes. Why is the one unit moving so much faster than the other? It's a mystery. Then let's move out our generals. Did I manage to clip on the pikes there? Yes, I did. Unbelievable. What an amateur am I? But actually, I'm behaving like one. Focus, Deacon, focus. Don't be a fool. I'm not gonna melee down pikemen, are you? No, you aren't. Nor should you. One thing though about this army, it has to be wiped off the map. Because, as in other cases, we don't want to face the same army twice. And there is trouble right now, because the spares are facing us and moving towards us as well. So that is something we absolutely, totally, evidently don't want. Can't have that. What is it? Well, pikemen. Thought you'd have heard by now. Knights of the Silver Swan. Be cool if you could pay a little bit more attention than your own commander, because he's obviously not having a good day today. Ah, must be there. Stupid surgeon in my mind still is ruining my life for me, thank you. Hospitals, surgeons. I was very happy when I was on the floor with my leg broken, fainting from the pain it was actually causing me. That there was such a thing as hospitals, with such a thing as nurses who were very kind, I must admit. So nurses, I welcome them. They're awesome. They're also people. So they're just nice and sweet, and they have a mission in life, which is to take care of sweet little deacons when they break legs and so on. So yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. Just that the surgeons and all the it's like the technical people who are focusing on the picture. You talk to them 2 minutes, they look at the screen and start typing on their keyboard, and their interest and empathy It's almost as if it doesn't exist. It's a peculiarity, really. It's very strange. I have a hard time understanding how those people function. I really don't. I don't understand. I'm not saying that I don't function. No, I don't understand how they interact with customers, sickly people, the needy, the me's in this world, people with broken legs. It's interesting and fun as long as it's technical, I think. Just that the whole human factor in the job is not really for them. I would, if the surgeons of this world would do the care and wash people's butts, and the nurses would actually do the operations, or the rest of the treatment with their attention and sweetness and so on, the world would be a better place. I don't know. I guess I'm just more more charmed by nurses than by surgeons, and I guess it is my my preference to have more attentive surgeons rather than ward nurses. I mean, something must explain how I get to say the things that I just said. My pikemen are being slaughtered. How the hell is this possible? Why are they running basically everywhere? It's both of them. Both units are just running across like... And they're even in guard mode, so how does that make sense at all? I really don't understand. You got me. They're wavering all the time, constantly wavering. I'm fighting them from all fronts. Ah! What's that? Is it perhaps my archers causing friendly fire? I don't know. I really don't know. Friendly fire my ass, they're routing. Yeah! Settle up, knights. If only the world were as simple as Third Age Total War. Well, things would all be a lot simpler. Oops, Harad Dream Spearmen returning from their fight. Fight for your honor. Fight for your wives. Fight for your lives. Our army is hanging by a thread.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
If they don't heal casualties, we may not even have enough troops for the settlement. Or maybe we'll have enough to take it, but not defend it and keep it. Which is
Awed by the victory we have won here today.
None of the pikemen healed and too few left to remain an effective fighting force. That's not nice. It's not going quite as well as I would have liked, but we'll take it anyway. We defend here. Execute. That means there. Amon, I tell. Here we come. And that concludes our episode with me brabbling about surgeons and broken legs and nurses and whatnot. So I hope you can forgive me. Today wasn't the best day of my life. I did enjoy having this time off in Third Age though, and playing a game, processing all the shite of the day. So please feel free to like, share and subscribe, comment down below, send me emails, come to my Discord server and bother me with your own messy life stories. It's all good with me. Hope to see you again soon in the next episode.